Hi everyone, and warm welcome to all of you who are available live on the channel. Give me a quick update if you guys are able to hear me, if you guys are able to see me. Everyone out here. That's going to be a good interactive session that I've planned for all of you on a very special topic of arithmetic, which is going to be a key constituent of your CAT examination as far as math or the quantitative aptitude is concerned. If you guys are able to hear me well, if you guys are able to see the presentation well, make sure you click the like button so that I get the update from your side. Cool. It's my promise to all of you to give you the best possible content in today's session also, and all the upcoming sessions that we have planned for all of you will be as much as in line with the actual card preparation also. Perfect. On this note, we'll quickly begin with the session. The objective for today's session is to see the content of quantitative aptitude as far as arithmetic is concerned. There are so many modules in arithmetic itself, but let's begin with one of the key modules that I've taken for all of you, which is going to be on averages or mixture allocation. Clear? As far as average is concerned, let's actually understand what all topics you need to cover in simple, let's say in the broad topic of average. The first topic that you will cover will be a very simple topic, which is of simple average. Followed by that, you will also cover something which is called as weighted average, an important application of mixture and alligation. And then towards the end, you will also cover topics of average of average. Clear? This is going to be advanced level topic which you will cover, where multiple times you need to cover or take the averages to get the answer. So simple average, weighted average, and average of average are three broad level subtopics of this topic of called as averages in your examination. In today's session, I'm going to give you all the actual past paper questions of the averages which has come. Okay, so all the key webinars you would have to attend if you want to clear this examination. Clear? Small regular updates. Please do regularly follow us on all the social channels, be it on Instagram, Facebook, as well as do subscribe to the given channel so that you guys get the important updates. Cool. On this note, let's quickly begin with the first session. The very first topic which I've taken for all of you. The very first question which you can see on the screen is of the year 2014. This is CAT 2014 year, which the question which you can see here. Cool. Let's quickly read through the question and let's see if you're able to solve this question well. A very easy question. And such questions also do appear in the paper. The question says there are two classes A and B. There are two classes A and B. The average weight of students in A, I repeat, the average weight of students in A is 40 kg, and the average weight of B students is 60 kg. Is 60 kg. The question says a student whose weight is X kg, a student whose weight is X kg moves from A and joins B. As a result, the average weight of A goes down, and as a result, the average weight of B also goes down. Clear? The question is, which of the following must be correct? They're asking about the range of weight of X. What is going to be the weight of X? The question is, what is going to be the weight of X? Simple question. The average weight of A class is 40. The average weight of B class is 60. A person from A is going out and joining B. The question is, when would the average of A go down? When someone who is carrying more than 40, I repeat, someone who's carrying more than 40 is going out of the class. Only then the average of A will go down, right? I repeat, only when will the average of A go down? When someone of heavier weight, more than 40, is going out. Clear? So X should be more than 40. On the other hand, B is going down. In B, everyone is on 60. If someone is carrying more than 60 joins the group of B, the average will go up. When will the average not change? When someone on the weight of 60 joins the team. When will the average go down? When certainly someone is carrying less than 60 joining the team is going to happen, which gives me a range. X should be more than 40 and X should be less than 60. Which option will you mark? You will mark option number B as the final answer. A very good question, very easy question. CAT 2014 actual question you have just solved live. Clear? It was a verbal question. I mean, without touching a pen paper, if you could have solved this question. If all of you have understood this well, make sure you hit the like button and put your comments in the chat box also. I'll get the updates from both the sides. Is this clear to all of you? Everyone out here? A very easy question which you have solved now. Let's take the next question. All the questions as far as possible, I try to cover up with the easiest possible way in which you can clear. in which you can learn. Without learning much of the technicalities, you will be able to solve the question. Next question, CAT 2011 question. CAT 2011 question. Let's see what the question is. The average marks of students of 10 papers. They are saying there are 10 papers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 papers. The average of all of them is 80. If the highest and the lowest score, I repeat, if the highest and the lowest score is excluded, the average of 8 of them, the average of 8 of them becomes 81. The average of 8 of them is becoming 81. The question is, the highest score is 92. The question what they're asking you is, find the lowest score. A good question. Let's assume the first 8 of them, I repeat, let's assume the first 8 of them are exactly on 81. Are exactly on 81. Okay. I am saying, let's say the first 8 of them are exactly on 81. I want all 10 of them to be on 80. So, how much more the first 8 of them are carrying? The first 8 of them is carrying one more, one more, one more, one more. Together, they are carrying 8 more. The highest value is on 92. So, how much more is this carrying? This person is carrying 12 more. So, first 9 of them, I repeat, first 9 of them, excluding the lowest weight person or score, is carrying how much more? 8 plus 12, which is 20 more than the average of 80. If set of 9 people are carrying 20 more than 80, to come to the equilibrium point, the last person should carry 20 less than 80. And hence, without doing anything, you can mark that the answer for this question has to be 80 minus 20, which is 60. And hence, the answer for the given question would be option number B, which is 60. Beautifully, you have solved CAT 2011 question. Very easy question. All of you have solved it well. If you have understood this well, please hit the like button or put your comments in the chat box. I'll see through it and give you the remarks of what you're thinking. Is this understood to all of you? Not a difficult question. CAT 2011 question. All of you have understood it well. Yes or no? Everyone out here? A beautiful question which has just came the paper. Let's move on. A good question of this is a good question. And when I'm saying a good question, slightly more challenging, you might have to take more effort to solve this question. All of you, please remain live till the end of the session. You'll learn some better concept. Clear? I'll go back to the previous question once I've covered this question. Okay, Charu and Supriya, all of you and everyone, please see the 2016 question of paper of the actual CAT exam. It says, in a class of 5 students, the average weight of four lightest is 40 kg. The average of 4 heaviest is 45 kg. The question is, what is the difference between the maximum and the minimum possible average of all the 5 people? So there are a lot of cases which you might have to consider. What I want is maximum average minus minimum average of 5 people and 5 people, for which I would have to find the maximum total and find the minimum total of these 5 people. Of these 5 people. These 5 people, let's see. Let's find out the cases. All of you, please be with me. Let's find the minimum possible weight. Let's find the minimum possible weight. Okay. So they are saying, what they are saying is, let's say there are 4 people whose average is 40. They are saying, let's say the first 4 people, the average of them is 40. I'm considering, let's say all 4 of them are on 40, 40, 40, and 40. The average of 4 heaviest is 45. So let's assume the last person is on 45. Let's assume the last person is going to be on 45. What is going to be the sum total? The sum total here would be 160 plus 45, which is going to be 205. This is my sum total weight. Okay. Right? On the other hand, let's find the maximum. When I'm saying the maximum, let's take the second sentence. The average of the 4 heaviest is 45. Let's assume the first 4 is 45, 45, 45, and 45. Clear? And the last person, let's assume it to be on, is on 40. What is going to be the sum total here? It's going to be 180 plus 40, which is 220, which is 220. Clear? So this is my maximum total. The maximum average will be 220 by 5 and the minimum average will be 205 by 5. Let's find out the values. Let's find out the values. Come on, all of you, be with me. What is the maximum average? The maximum average will be 220 upon 5. The minimum average will be 205 upon 5. This value will give you as 41 as the answer. This value will give you 44 as the answer. And the difference of 44 and 41 will give you how much? Will give you 3. So I'm going to mark option number C, which is 3 to be the answer. Should I tell you once again? Should I help you out with this question once again? All of you have understood this, or should I repeat this answer? Every one of you, all of you have understood this. A beautiful question. So here, this was one of the questions where you have to make the cases. You got to make the cases. Case number 1, find the minimum total. How would you find the minimum total? Let's assume पहले जो 4 students हैं उनको 40 40 40 40 पे रखा और last person को 45 पे रखा. Okay, Nagma, listen to me. I am saying first 4 people, I have assumed they are on 40 40 40 and 40, and the last person is on 45. Second case, I want the maximum. I have assumed the first 4 of them are on 45 45 45 and 45, right? And the last person is on 40. I found a sum total here, 220. Maximum, minimum is 205. Now you have the sum total, maximum and minimum. Find out the average, 220 by 5 and 205 upon 5. You will get the answer as 44 and 41. And the question is find the difference of minimum and maximum. So the difference of 44 and 41 will give you 3 as the common answer, which is going to be option number C. A beautiful question which has come in CAT 2016, but it's a very silly and easy question. A very easy question provided your conceptual clarity is there to solve this question. Cool. Let's take 2007 question. People who were there in yesterday's webinar. By the way, how many of you were there in yesterday's webinar, which we have taken on Zoom? This is possibly one of those questions which you might have seen in yesterday's webinar too. Clear? A CAT 2007 question. Let's see how many of you can recall what the answer for this question was. It says, let's consider the set n. Let's consider the set n, which is from a value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 till 2n plus 1. A set of positive integers where n is more than 2007. N is more than 2007 is the question. Clear? The question says, let's say x defines as the average of all the odd integers as s, and y defines as the average of all the even integers. Clear? And all of you were there, so I hope all of you remember what we did. So the question says the minimum value, if the minimum value is 2007, the set will be 1 2 3 4 5 till 4015. This is the minimum value, right? So what they're telling you is find out the average of all the odd numbers, find out the average of all the even numbers, and tell the difference of both of them. All what we have understood, it is just a gimmick. 2007 was just a manipulative number. Why? Because there's no point of considering 2007 at all. The question could have been starting with 1, ending on an odd number. 2n plus 1 will always be odd. 2n plus 1 will always be odd. Clear? So let's consider easy numbers 1, 2, and 3. The average of odd numbers 1 and 4, 1 and 3 will be 4. Right? This is one of those questions which is quite easy. I mean, provided you were there in yesterday's session, 1, 3, and 5 will give you the average of 3. 2 and 4 will. What was the answer for this question? Come on, all of you. This is 2n plus 1, which is an odd number. 2 and 4, the average is going to be 3. 1 and 5, the average is going to be Come on, what is going to be the answer for this question? Let's take odd numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slightly a different question. All of you: 1, 3, 5, and 7. 2, 4, and 6. 1, 3, 5, and 7. The average here would be how much? The average here would be 4. 2, 4, and 6. The average here will also be 4. The difference of all the numbers wherever we have found out is going to be 0, 0, 0. Even if you take cases like 1, 2, and 3, the average of 1 and 3 would be 2, and 2 minus 2 will also give you 0. Hence, the answer for all of you who were there, slight moderation. And yes, all of you have given the answer number 1, which is 0 to be the answer for this question. So even if the question goes from 1 to till to the 4015, the answer will still be the same. The answer for this question will still be the same, which is going to be 0. Not a difficult question. This is 2013 question, a slight subjective question. So I'm not going to touch my pen and my screen to be touched by my pen tablet, and I would want to discuss this question, 2013 question, verbally, and let's see if we are able to solve this question verbally itself. And it's slightly a easy question, moderate question. All of you would be able to solve it without touching your pen and paper also. Let's see. Read the question well. What is the question saying? The question says there are 60 students in the class. I repeat, the question says there are 60 students in the class. These students are divided in three groups, namely A, B, and C. A has 15 students, B has 20 students, and C has 25 students. Okay? Number of students is there. The question says the group A and C, the group A and C have been merged to form group D. So group D is a subgroup. It's not a main group. The main groups are only A, B, and C with 15, 20, and 25 students. Group D is a subgroup. A and C have been merged to form D. Let's take all the questions. First question. What is the average weight of students in group D? I repeat, the question is what is the average weight of students in group D? Is it going to be more than A? Is it going to be more than C? Is it going to be less than C? Or is it going to be cannot be determined? To find out the average, what do I need? I need the weight of students and I need the number of students. I need the weight of students and I need the number of students. In this question, I have got the number of students. I repeat, in this question, I have got the number of students. But do I have the weight of students? I do not have the weight of students. If I do not have the weight of students, how can I find the average of group D? And hence, the answer for this question, I repeat, hence the answer for this question would be how much? Would be cannot be determined. Hence, you will mark option number D to be the final answer. You will mark option number D to be the final answer. The answer for this question would be cannot be determined. Next question. If one student shifts from A to B, the question says if one student shifts from A to B, which of the following is going to be correct? If a person is shifting from A to B, which of the following is going to be correct? The average weight of both the groups increases. Second, the average weight of both the group decreases. Third, the average weight of both the classes remains the same. And fourth is cannot be determined. Again, one person is shifting from A to B. Do I know the weight of the person who is shifting from A to B? Answer me. Do I know the weight of the person who's shifting from A to B? Do I know the average weight of A? Do I know the average weight of B? Nothing you know. Then if nothing you know, the answer for this question will also be option number D, which is cannot be determined. Is this clear to all of you? Why? It's going to be D, right? How do I get to know? They are saying one person has shifted. Don't get confused that A has 15 students and B has got 20 students. I do not know the sum total of weight. I do not know the weight of the person who is shifting from A to B. So if I do not know the sum total weight of A and B, if I do not know the weight of the person who is shifting from A to B, how can I infer whether it's going to increase the average or whether it's going to decrease the average? There's one more option. Yes, 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 yes. Irrespective of anything, Sumit, you are right. There's also one more option which says the average weight of the class remains the same. The first and the second option, I repeat, the first and the second option says about the group of A and B. However, the third option, slightly to confuse you, you have got option number D, which says cannot be determined, but there's also an option C, which says average weight of the whole class remains the same. A class has got three groups. The internal shifting from A to B, B to C, C to A is going to change the weight or the average of the respective group. But would there be any change in the weight or the average weight of the whole class? The whole class has got 15 plus 20 plus 25 students, which is 60 students, and that is not going to change, right? The total weight of the class is not changing, the number of people is not changing, and hence the answer to the question would be, if the total weight of the class is not changing, the number of students is not changing, how can the average change? And hence the answer for the question would be option number C, which says the average weight of the class remains the same. Remains the same. Hence, it's going to be option number C. Next question on the screen. If all the students of the class have the same weight, now they have given you a hint. The hint is everyone in the class, all the 60 students of the class have the same weight. Then which of the following is going to be false? All the 60 students have the same weight. This could be 10 kg, 20 kg, 50 kg, whatever it may be. The average weight of all the four groups remains the same. Yes, if all of them are equally weighted, irrespective of number of students, the average weight will remain the same. So first is right. Second, the average weight of A and C is twice the weight of B. I repeat, the average weight of A and C is twice the weight of B. C, the weight of each person is same. Let's see A and C. A and C has got 15 plus 25, 40 students, and B has got 20 students. 40 is double of 20. Weight of each of them is constant. So the total of A and C will also be double to that of B. So B is also correct. C, the average weight of D is going to be greater than that of A. Take a pause. The average weight of D is going to be more than the average weight of A. How can that be possible? They are saying the weight of every person is same. If the weight of every person is same, the average weight of all the group will also be same. And hence for this question, you will be marking option number C to be the wrong answer, because the question deals with which of the following is false. Which of the following is false? Clear? A beautiful question which came in the year 2013. All of you have solved this question well. I'm really appreciate all of you have got desired caliber to clear this paper. All what I want is just you to show slightly more dedication before you go towards this CAT examination. Clear? Let's take one last question. This is 2015 question of CAT. This question deals with weighted average. This question deals with mixture and allegation, a subtopic of average. But it's my promise that you will not be dependent on learning anything new. Without touching pen paper, also you will be able to solve the question well. Clear? But I'll be using some part of the calculation. I'll not teach you math. Logically, we'll be able to solve the question. It says three math classes. It says three math classes X, Y, and Z take an algebra test. The average weight of X is 83. The average weight of Y is 76. The average weight of Z is 85. Okay. The individual average of the class has been given to you 83, 76, and 85. The average score of all the students in X and Y. When X and Y has been combined, the average is 79. When Y and Z has been combined, the average became 81. The average became 81. Clear? The question is, what is the average of all the three classes together? I repeat, what is the average of all the three classes together? Let's solve the question without touching math. They are saying X is 83. I repeat, only logical sense will be able to give you an answer. The average of all the students in X is 83. Is 83. The average of Y is 76. When X and Y have been combined, the question says, when X and Y has been combined, the average became 79. My question to you is, what has more number of students? X has more number of students or Y has more number of students? Which section has got more number of students, X or Y? The answer depends on who pulled the average. See, 79 and 76 has a difference of 3. I repeat, 79 and 76 has a difference of 3. 79 and 83 has a difference of 4. So who pulled the average? The question is, who pulled the average? The answer is Y pulled the average. Who is going to pull out the average? Wherever the difference is less, listen to me. It's like a tug of war game, right? If everyone is equally weighted, the section which has got more number of people will pull the average towards themselves. So I'm saying Y has more number of people than X. The answer is Y has more number of people than X. Similarly, let's take Y and Z. Y, the average is 76, Z, the average is 81, and combining Y and Z, the average is 81. Check out the gap. The difference is 4, the difference is 5. So who pulled the average? Z. So who has more number of people? Y or Z? Ask yourself, who has more number of people? When would the difference between them is going to be less? When more number of people are carrying the average towards themselves, pulling out the average towards themselves. So who has more number of people? Y. Z, right? So can this is just an inference. We understood Z has more number of people than Y, Y has more number of people than X. This is what we know, right? Now let's take this sentence. They are saying Y and Z, when you combine the average is 81. Anahita, Rajveer, Sumit, everyone. When you combined Y and Z, Nagma, check out the difference of the average of Y and Z together 81 with 84, 5 and 76. That's it. When you combined Y and Z, the average is 81. What is left to give you the answer? Only X is left. The average of X is 83. So it's like I have two groups. Y and Z combined, the average is 81. X only, the average is 83. So what is the concept of average? The concept of average is to make sure that the uneven values meet somewhere. We have to make uneven values meet somewhere. When the values of 81 and 83, when they try to meet somewhere, where will they meet, guys? They'll meet between 81 and 83 only, right? Which is the only option between 81 and 83? There's only one option, which is 81.5, which is going to give me the answer. So it's just an inference. Prince, Nagma, and everyone, just by inference, you can crack this CAT 2015 question. Is this clear to all of you? Let me repeat it once again so that it becomes very much clear. How did I start? X is on 83. Y is on 76. Combining both, it's on 79. It's on 79. I understood the gap between Y 76 and 79 is lesser, right? Than this. So I'm saying Y has more number of people than X. So I'm saying Y has got more number of people than X. Next step, Y is 76, Z is 85. Combining both, the average is 81. Check out the gap again. You understood? Z has more number of people than Y has more number of people than X. So Y and Z has more number of people, right? So now when Y, Z and X are mixing up, Y, Z is on 81, X is on 83. Where will they meet? I mean, wherever they will meet. The question is wherever they will meet between 81 and 83. Among all the options, the answer is going to be 81.5. What if there's one more option? Let's take this case. What if there was one more option? 81.5 and 82. Where will you mark? 82 is also between 81 and 83. 81.5 is also between 81 and 83. See, 82 is exactly at the midpoint. 82 is exactly at the midpoint of 81 and 83. When will the average come on the middle? When will the average come on the midpoint? When the number of people in both the parties are same, right? Average of 2 and 4 is 3, right? One person is on 2, one person is on 4, the average is 3. But are the number of people in Y and Z and X are same? You guys have told me, Anahita, Prince, Nagma, Rajveer, you guys have told me Y and Z has more number of people than X. So obviously Y and Z will pull the average towards themselves. So I can conclude the actual answer will be between 81 and 82. Between 81 and 82 also there's only one option, which is 81.5, which is going to be the answer. Clear, Pavan and everyone? Beautifully. I mean, these questions are not at all difficult. I repeat, these questions, whatever you have solved, are not at all difficult. They were actual CAT questions, provided your key insight is there, provided your logical understanding and conceptual clarity is there. It's not going to be a difficult paper that you cannot crack. Clear? Cool. And on this note, I'll take a sign off. Till then, regularly follow us on all the social channels and 8 p.m. live every day. You would have to come up for the session on YouTube and regular webinars that we are keeping up for all of you. Cool. On this note, I'll take a sign off. I'll see you again tomorrow uh, at 8 p.m. sharp. If in case you've got any feedback, if you want any important notification from our side, make sure you put your comments in the description in the comment box, and the team will go through it and we'll get back to you. Thank you, Sumit, everyone, Pavan, Anahita, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow again at 8 p.m. Thank you, Irshad.